They show up to ask, what's the largest thing you can describe with one word? I said, silence. They said, no, like the largest physical object. And so I said, joy. And they said, no, like the largest physical object you can see and touch. And I said, reality. And they said, no, I'm trying to play a game. I'm trying to get you to answer my question so I can correct you and then offer my own insightful answers. And I said, duplicity. And they said, no, I'm being sincere. It's just a useful format for setting up a forced dynamic, and I desperately want to share my observations with you. And I said, pedantic. And they said, no, it's because I feel like my words could improve your life in some minute or incidental way, and it's only because I love you that I'm trying to tangle you up in a rhetorical web. And I said, savior? And they said, no. However many similarities we share in our life, we are all going to have vastly different perspectives and experiences and randomly firing synapses that allow us to come to different kinds of wisdom and understandings of the world. And the more we share them, the more we allow ourselves to be lenses for other people, and the more tools each of us have to work with in order to thrive and find comfort. And so I said, listening? And they said, no. I don't want you to just listen to me. I want us to share in an exchange of knowledge, for there to be an active relationship in this discourse, for us both to exit this vehicle of language having grown more full of life and awareness, for each of us to swim to the shores of each other, to see the way the noon sun enters each grain of sand like a church window, to bury our feet in the cool of the other's wet earth, recreating the moment before we leave our mothers as though they were clouds and we were rain. Then we stand to face the terrain, the cold waves of distance and isolation to our backs, and climb the rocky outcroppings of our memories, hugging the rough parts of our worlds for balance while grasping for childhood handholds to hoist our hearts above the cliffs once more. And so I said, life. And they said, no. I don't want this to be incidental. I want us to both intentionally seek the space behind the other's horizon lines. I want to look down at my hands and see the deeds of your father written in the calluses. I want their words to form revolutionary fiction we could all deep sigh along with afterwards, but know a way it will always remain fiction. And reread it anyway. Like if you were tricked into another universe for long enough, one less queer youth will die, and reread into a distant ringing in the hallways behind your eyelids beckons. And I want to follow that bell's call to a room full of nurses and loved ones. And I want that bell to be ringing with the tenor of all living cells, of all living things on earth not touched by cancer. A hymnal of survival so beautiful, even the sunsets of our worst days hum along. And I want that music to vibrate until the heat death of the universe decides it is no match for the hope of a praying child, sends the thank you card the size of one more year, and everyone in the room is dancing, even the ghost of those who couldn't make it to the party. And all of this sacred motion tells the entire history of survival. A list so dense, every fired bullet running out of the hand of justice falls to the ground. A rainstorm of a country's governing papers in the key of empty minds. And the sound of all that copper hitting the ground simultaneously thunders below all of the feet within a lifetime's line of sight. And all of our bodies join it. Wind chiming the bones of our hopes so loud, death misses all his exits. And so I said, poetry. And they said, no. Wait, did you say poetry? And I said,